Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are gonna I'm not very overly prepared for this video, and I think I'm gonna have an avalanche of things piled up behind me. Sorry, I'm just readjusting because things are certainly going to fall. Everything is really precarious right now. We are gonna do some collage fodder making is the plan. Christmas is coming. It is mid-November. Today's the 15th of November. It is my wedding anniversary today. My husband's at work. We are probably going to do something this weekend. I don't think we've got any plans for today. But 9 years married. But what I'm going to do today, sorry, that's totally an aside for what we're talking about. I want to do some collage fodder for my Christmas December-y journal. I just want to make some stuff. I want to get painty. I want to just play. So I've pulled out some bits around me. I've got my little decaf coffee going on here. Wish it was caf, but it's decaf. That's the problem with pregnancies. You can't have too much caffeine. So we're decaffing it, which is fine. We're going to play around. I've got my jelly plate here. I've got some paintbrushes. I've got some paint. I've got some texture-y mark making things. We're just going to play around. Some of it will be done on the jelly plate. Some of it I might just hand paint onto some papers. We're just going to go for it and have some fun and see what we make. Some of it is bound to be absolutely terrible. Some of it is bound to be beautiful. So let's just get going, shall we? What have I got as far as paint? I've got this box here of some paints that my husband got me last year for Christmas, I believe. So let's just have a look in here. These are my lovely paints, my extra thick, ultra thick acrylics, but I think I'm going to use these today. I've got some of these. I'm just choosing out which colours I think. This one's quite goldy almost. We could go with that. I don't have a green. I love this one though. That one looks really great for Christmas. And I've got this and this. We've got two different neon pinks. I love the neon pink. That I think we might have to mix our own green. Am I a good paint mixer? Not especially. I've not really practiced it, and especially with things like, will this look best with ultramarine or however you pronounce it? I don't know. I don't know how to make. I mean, I know that blue and yellow together make green. I do, but I don't know how to make the exact hues that I'm looking for. So we're gonna just have to play around, take some guesses, have some fun. Also, I'm seeing this beautiful Daler-Rowney pearlescent liquid acrylic. This colour is beautiful for Christmassy things, I think. So I'll probably do something with that. I have more. Where are my other? Here we go. It's a neon pink and a gold. Those are the Liquitex ones that I've also got, which we could play around with those too. So actually, let's start off with those inks. And I think I'm going to use just a paintbrush and just sort of make some marks on some papers. So where is that book that I had? I'm going to just use a bunch of like scrap paper. This is just an old book about daffodils and the garden. It's not Christmas related, don't mind at all. I'm just grabbing out some lovely soft paper. It's not very old, I wouldn't say, this book. I don't know exactly how old, probably like the 50s or 60s maybe. Let's see if I can find that information out. Does it matter? No, it doesn't immediately tell me. Oh, 51. 1951. But we'll just pull out a few of those, and that can be a good start for us. I don't know how much we're going to get done. We're just going to jump in and play around and make some marks and do some fun stuff. Because this is the mood that I'm vibing today. I'm really feeling like I want to just sort of play. So let's just, I've got this piece of paper underneath me because I'm going to make a mess here. I'm quite sure of it. Let's actually pull this thing out too. This is these beautiful little like ticket things from Portugal, I believe. So I'm just going to use that to sort of sit. Oh, that actually doesn't even need to sit down. Well, and then I'm just going to use my little paintbrush here, and we're just going to do just some little lines. Little tiny marks, and we're just going to go right across. It's really shiny and pearlescent, like it's got a glittery finish to it. It's so pretty. And I am just going to try and pick up more of the ink off the marks I've already got up the front there, because they are very gloopy. And I want to also make it so that where I get a new swipe doesn't always end up in this front area. I want it to kind of move across. But look, actually I'm getting quite a lot out of it. Look at that. How fun. And this is just going to be stuff to like tear up and use for collaging throughout the month of December. And honestly, I would use this colour in other months too. Like, this is not exclusively Christmas. It just does look beautiful, I think, for Christmas. But I could use this. I think this would be very springy, which it is currently spring. I think that I could make this work for, honestly, pretty much any season. If I wanted, you know, if you mix it with the right other things, anything works anytime. I think, you know, it just depends on what you are adding beside it. Sorry, I'm using one hand because I'm trying to drink my coffee. I would like to drink that before it goes cold. And it's already heading in that cold direction. How are you guys getting on? I am doing all right. Just plodding along. Just trying to keep going day by day. Look, I'm getting it all over my hands. This is going to be fun. Yeah, a lot of you guys know, if you've been following along recently, I'm currently pregnant with my third child. However, I say third, I did not actually get to keep either of my first two babies. They passed away when they were born. They were born in the second trimester, and they were too little. I'm going to be 18 weeks tomorrow. We've had a real rough ride so far. It's been rough. I've spent a lot of time in the hospital. Last week, I ended up overnight in the emergency department, thinking things were going south. They weren't. They were fine. Yeah, I'll spare you all the details of that because it gets very personal in my lady business, so we won't go into all the details of how that all came about. But I'm grateful. I'm very grateful that I get another chance, because I've also had quite a number of years of infertility. So I'm grateful to get another chance to have a baby, but dang, pregnancy isn't fun. It's really hard, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I hope it will be okay. I am daily praying just a lot that it will be okay. It's been rough though, but yeah, it's still progressing as far as I am aware. Fine. We're still going fine at just about 18 weeks. So that's good. This is the furthest I've ever gotten before. The longest pregnancy I'd ever had before was 16.5 weeks. So just taking it day by day at the moment. This is very fun. I am excited to use this. And this is like a book about daffodils and like judging daffodils, like how to like competitive daffodil growing, I guess. So I imagine, I'm really hoping that there's no like words in here that I'm like, ooh, that's a bit unpleasant. I don't want to see that, you know. I think it should be fine. I think there should be just flower-based words, although sometimes, you know, flowers have weird words involved. We'll see. I mean, I'm hoping, and if I end up having to tear a word out or cover up something when I go to use this, so be it. Okay, I'm just going to use this to kind of brush off my brush there, and now I'm just got a little jar of water off to the side over there out of screen. So I'm just going to pop this somewhere. I do not have a lot of room around me to pop these things, but I'm just going to pop this up in front of me maybe and let that dry for a while. We'll see how that goes. Ooh, what shall I do now? Let's just go back in with another daffodil page. I want to do some like fun mark making. Like I've got this little paint scraper. This could be fun. I've got some random things with me. I've got my brayer that's sort of for, I mean, it will be for anything, but it can also, I was, you know, mostly thinking of that as, jeepers, I'm talking fast, for my jelly plate. I will likely use that a lot on my jelly plate. Now, what do I want to do next? Let's use some hot pink. And I'm just going to squeeze a bit out here onto this paper that I've got here so that I can tear all of this paper up that's behind as well once I am finished with it and use all of this for collage too. So let's do some little plus marks. This is some, what paint was that? This was the Liquitex Basics acrylic in fluoro pink. I got this paint really cheap. A art supply store that I went to had it was like five of these mini tubes for like $6 or something. I don't know, it was maybe more than that, maybe $8, I don't know, but it wasn't very much. And I'd never tried Liquitex paints before, so I kind of had wanted to. So it was like a fun way to get some colours and to try them out at a low price, without having to fork out all the monies that you do when you're buying paint. So that was fun. Fun to get a cheap option to try it. And I have barely used it, honestly. I just haven't made time a lot for arty stuff recently, and I asked my husband to buy me all of those thick heavy body paints that I showed you before. I asked him to buy me those last year for Christmas because I just asked for paints. I didn't ask for anything specific, I don't think, but that I just wanted some nice paints because I really wanted to start painting, and I haven't at all. Haven't done it. I don't know why. I just don't make time for it. I guess I'm always when I've got my creative time, I'm always got to do journaly stuff, and I barely ever make time to do really mixed media-y things. And it's so sad because whenever I do this type of thing, oh my gosh, I just love it. I get so much enjoyment out of it. It's really brings me a lot of joy. So I need to make a bit more time to do it. And you can see these little marks I'm making are overlapping into each other. They're really scribbly. It's totally fine. These are not supposed to look really perfect or beautiful or neat or anything like that. I am just going to use these to tear them up for collages and backgroundy things and making ephemera and all of that. I just kind of was in the mood to get a little Christmassy. I've been wanting to get Christmassy since literally October. I've been just hanging out for Christmas, and I made the rule for myself, no Christmas until at least November. At least November, no Christmas. So I wasn't letting myself watch any YouTube videos until November started, and literally I think November 1st I was December daily journals. I love looking at people's December daily albums so much, so I've been watching a lot of December daily journal flip throughs recently, which I love them. It's funny because my journals are not like those. They're not like those Ellie Edwards kind of December daily journals album things. I just love them. I think they're so cool. But yeah, mine are really not like that. I don't know. I'm kind of oh, do I try something like that? No, I don't think I could. I don't think I could do just one story per day, regardless of what day it happened on. I just don't think that's me. I am someone who has to tell the story of my day. I think that's more of a me thing. Guys, I hope this isn't too boring for you, just watching me repeat paint the same kind of shapes over and over again. I'm having fun here. This is very relaxing and therapeutic for me. And it's really messy, and I love that. It's just sloppy and all over the place, but I think it will look really great all torn up. And these are just great bases. I think I'm just gonna get to there and then be done with that piece for now. I don't know, just for now. What do I want to do next? What do I want to try? Let's just smear what's left on there onto that. Just making more little bits of ephemera. I think I'm going to get my jelly plate out pretty soon because I really love my jelly plate. I find that goes really quickly as well. Let's use a piece of this. This is kind of like a vintagey, it is old pink paper. I don't know how old though, but I got it from a school. They were getting rid of it because they didn't want it. It's kind of faded and it's very rippable. I don't know, it's very tear friendly. Let's maybe add some of this that in there though, and then put that on there. Anything that's just on there can kind of get swirled around. Stay. Now we'll get a little paintbrush again, and we might actually get a bigger, let's get this round brush and just try doing some like scratchy kind of circles. The paintbrushes I use are very cheap kids brushes that are really inexpensive, like from like your $2 shop kind of thing. We call it $2 shop. I think that's kind of the same as you guys like dollar stores sort of thing. Just putting a little bit up the top here because I feel like I want to. They're just really poor quality brushes, and I love a good poor quality brush. I don't think I probably really own many actually nice quality, I don't know if I've got any nice quality brushes. I love a good rough scratchy kids brush. I think that it just gives really, the marks they make because of how scratchy and old and crummy they are just really like spontaneous because there's no controlling these scratchy bristles. And I love that. I just love how anything could happen. I love this paper. This is really, really fun. Okay, we'll just let that rub off onto this. There's so much on my paintbrush there. That's fine. Close that one up. We don't want to spill that. But that is quite wet, and I think it's probably soaked right through. Actually, not bad. Not as bad as I thought. But we'll pop that one over to the side also and let that sit for a while and just do its thing. What else do I have? I'm just looking around in front of me. I pulled out this old recipe book that I thought I could add some bits onto. I'm kind of feeling like I want to pull out the jelly plate pretty soon. Have I got anything left on here? Yes, I do. So let's just put whatever's left on this brush on here and have another sip of the coffee. I'm going to put that in the water. Just get that rinsing off a little bit. What else do I want to use? Let's try out some of this beautiful red. Well, that must be sitting in the paint. Yes, it is. Let's just blot the paint off that was on the back of this, because now we've got some random interesting marks on here. Blot it that side, just because why not? We're not looking to make anything structured. I'm just letting it all be as it wants to be. Let's just put a little bit of that red. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, this is making me excited now. This is giving me the Christmas vibes with that red. Okay, what do I want to do with that? Let's go with this big thick brush. I'm actually going to put just a little bit of water with it because, like I said, it's this ultra thick. That was probably a little much water, but that's right. We'll just sort of really get it in there. And then let's just do some little blots. Like this. Oh, look how pretty that is. Doesn't this make you excited for Christmas? Are you excited for Christmas? That's my next question for you guys. I know some people are like, yay, Christmas. I am that girl. I am a yay Christmas girl. I love it. Some people are like, not yet. Oh no. Oh, can't handle Christmas at this stage. Not a Christmas person. You know, you're a little Grinchies. Let me know. Are you a Christmas person or are you a little Grinchy? Yeah, as I said, I'm big into the Christmas. Love it. December is probably one of my favorite months of the year. I don't know. I love Christmas so much. Okay, I'm getting kind of scraping up the last of this red here. I'm not going to squeeze any more out onto the paper. I'm just going to, wherever we finish up is fine. I've just got this big chunk of it right down at the end of my brush, so I kind of want to put that on that end so that it's a bit more usable. Let's mix those together a little bit, and it's just giving me a slightly more neon red vibe, I guess. I'm just swiping that on, swipe it all around because I'm going to be able to use this background piece like I said before, if I want to. So there we go. Just this looks a bit grim down here, but we can add more layers to it and hopefully make it look a little bit better than that. But this part here, how fun is that part? I think that looks so good with the pink in the background. I love that. I actually think I might, oh, what do I want to do? Do I want to grab out, oh, we could use some of this. I've got this little piece of like tissue paper here. I'm going to tear that in half and just do a halvesy bit. And let's add on this pink again. I'm just going to, oh, that was maybe more than I needed. I don't know. Let's get my brayer out actually and just, oh dear. That tissue paper is delicate. Be careful. Just really crunkled that up. But look how good that looks into this tissue. It's looking really nice. Let's just add, maybe even if we just added a little bit of this, might be a little bit more liquidy so that it's easier to roll. I don't know. We're experimenting here, guys. We are experimenting. Ooh, look. That's pretty. And that's just could be a first layer, or it could be all that I... Oh, careful. It's very wet now as well, so got to be careful. Like that. And that could be just the first layer, or it could be done. I don't know. We'll just see how it plays out. Roll it off onto here. How pretty is that? That's so fun. Pop that aside. Now let's get the other little piece of this tissue paper out. Let's roll some gold on, eh? Just give that a little shake up. Is that a lot? I don't know what I'm doing. Roll it on. It's very pretty. Giving it that little bit of sparkle, and it's got a little bit of the pink coming onto it as well, because obviously I didn't clean my brayer very well, so it's got that pink and gold look, like kind of almost a rosy gold. Very nice. Okay, and then we'll roll that off onto here too, and we'll pop that aside. We can come back to these, which is really, really fun, and add new layers. Okay, I think let's get out the jelly plate. It's what I've been really looking forward to. I love jelly plate. Now, which side is it that I like to use? I mean, it doesn't matter. My jelly plate's a little bit worse for wear. It's very, like, crinkly, crumpled, because I don't store it very nicely. I'm just going to roll that off onto here. Will it come up on the print? I don't know. Maybe we might get just like this tiny sheen of gold that comes out onto it. I don't know. But whatever happens, happens, and that's fun. Okay, nearly dropped my cup of coffee then. Let's dive in let's go in with some of this red. I don't know that this is the right sort of paint for a jelly plate, like this ultra thick paint. Don't know. We're just gonna get, ooh, careful. I'm just gonna get it on there. I'm not very good, I would say, at getting a really nice even coat. It's not my strongest point, so I'm just going to add a little more because I can see it's like super patchy and not really moving around very well. Now I think it's gotten quite thick, like a very thin layer everywhere. So I don't know what you're supposed to do, but I'm just going in with more paint, trying to cover up more. I'm no expert on this. I've done nearly no research. I don't know how you do this properly, but some people are incredibly talented with their jelly print making, like unreal. So let's just place this piece down over here, and then let's go with, I've got some papers up here as well. Let's go with one of these pink pieces up here like that and just roll that on. We'll just roll the brayer off on the back just to get it all stuck down, and it can, you know, who knows, maybe we'll end up liking the back more. I don't know. Okay, let's see what we've got here. It's picking up some black as well. Obviously my jelly plate had not been cleaned. That would be right, I never clean it. Does it have any of the gold? I can't really see the gold, but I can see some black and I can see the red. Oh, a lot more black up on this top piece here. Look at that. Oh, and it's ripping my paper right up. Let's see if we can get that paper not to rip so badly. I don't know how that happened, but we're just going to have to try and like scratch that piece off. There we kind of go. All right. That's fine, because again, this is all collage fodder. I'm not trying to make like one specific art print here, so I'm fine with it. It's looking fun. Oh, I can see what stencil I used last. That's fun. Okay, so we've got some like background bits happening. Let's add on. Let's go with, oh, what do I want to use? What do I want to use? Let's go with some white, actually. I've got this great big thing of white. That's probably way too much paint. Probably you guys looking at me going, whoa, girl. Whoa, girl, that's too much. And you'd be right. I think it was way too much. But oh well. We will just play around and, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to just grab out a piece of this and just like roll off some of that white onto here. This can be a fun like roll off page that I'll just put over there beside me. Now, where is my little paint scratcher thing that I had? Where is it? Here. I thought we could do like some, like this. Okay, I was going to do it straight, but then I was like, oh, I can't do this straight. So just go deliberately wonky. It's going to look worse if I try and do it straight and then it's not, you know. So let's just put that one to the side there and just do that. So we've got some kind of pinky paint on here now. So I'm just going to grab this and just sort of swipe that pink onto the bottom part here. Just adding another layer. Ooh, I'm flicking paint around. This is probably not the best outfit to be wearing for this little activity. I'm not wearing like bad clothes. I'm wearing fine clothes. Okay. Let's put this on here. Just like that. How cool is that? We've got the red and white kind of wobbly stripes. That's really fun. Let's add it on to something else too. Let's just get out another piece of this pink paper and just grab that up there and just peel that off. Put some fun white on there. I love that. Right, now I'm going to go in with this, I think. Let's try out this colour. I love like tealy, minty kind of aquary colours. Oh, I've just damaged that. Never mind. Aquary colours for Christmas. I really do. Okay, yeah, I should have waited for that white to dry down a bit more to keep the stripes, but I haven't, alas. So we're just going to roll with it and see whatever we pull up will be great. And I'm just going to roll this off onto my... Oh, I love how that looks with the white and the pink and the bluey tealy colour. I love it. Let's go with just a piece of this like grid refill kind of paper on there. Like that. Seal it all down. Let it sit there a wee minute, do its thing. Have a couple of little sips. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, it's still got a little bit of that texture. It did wear out a certain amount, but we've still got a little bit of that funky texture. So we'll take it and we will use it and it will be beautiful. Okay, I feel like I should just leave this sitting for a minute to like properly kind of dry down, and then I want to add in some of the neon pink to it. But I know that if I let it dry a little bit, that's going to give me a better, like it's going to help me pull up that print that's already there better. I mean, I don't know how long you have to wait. Let's just go with it because I'm not a patient gal. I'm not, and that's probably too much paint again. I don't know what I'm doing. What are you guys planning for your Christmas documenting? Are you Christmas documenting? You totally do not have to. You guys know that I'm a journal documentary creative person. I enjoy it. It's my thing. But it's totally not a necessary thing. Okay, roll that off on there. And I'm honestly thinking I'm going to leave this one now. I'll do some pattern like print mark making on top of that, but I just really love the colours, so I don't want to add too much more on top of it. Let's pull out another one of these recipe book pages and plonk that on there. And then we might put this part on top of that there, like that. And we'll just see what we get from this. Could be terrible, could be nothing, could be something really, really freaking cool. So we'll see. What did we get? Oh yeah, pretty interesting. Like that's getting a little more interesting. We're getting a little more dynamic there. Let's see what this part looks like here. Ooh. It's quite purpley almost because of the pink and the teal mixed together. These are giving some great backgrounds that I will add more to. Look, the text has been left on there. That's fun from the recipe text. That's very fun. I think we're going to go in maybe with white. I'm just going to let it sit for a moment so that that text remains. When I say a moment, I don't mean more than a moment because we're going in now. It's probably enough. Remember, we went too hard last time with the white, so... Now, I want a nice kind of plainer piece. I might use more of that vintagey pink paper to try and pull up that text because I want to see if I can get that text to show up. So I don't want more text in the background, you know, or else it's going to make it harder to kind of pick it out. Let's go ahead and like add that on the bottom there like that. See what that looks like. A fun extra little bit. I don't know if we're going to get the text out of this. I'm dubious. Oh no, I don't think I did. No, I didn't. We've just got kind of white on there, which is not the most fun, but it's a great base. We can keep working with that. Now what? Okay, I think I'm going to grab this piece here and I'm going to stick it down there like that. Just like that, so those marks kind of get pushed back a little bit and we get some more sort of texture happening down there. That's fun. And we've left a little bit of red on my plate, which is pretty cool. So that means those little marks might show up later somehow. I don't know. I am kind of... Do I even have a black? That's a dark brown. I don't think I've got black. That's strange. I would have imagined that I might have had a black, but I don't. It's fine. Quinacridone magenta. Is that Christmas? It could be. No one can tell me it's not. I'm just going to put that on there. And just lift that. Add a little bit more onto that little piece of ephemera there. Let's just grab this book page here. And just sort of pull up that little bit. It's a good start. Let's go ahead and add in. Oh, that was a bit. Oh, okay. Actually, this one I can feel is getting closer to empty. But I think this could be a Christmas colour. It's pretty close to a Christmas colour. And again, like I said, it really depends on what you mix it with. If I put this with a lot of red and foresty greens, this is going to look just like Christmas. No sweat. I am going to use this piece here and just sort of run off my brayer onto that. With this, let's go with, I've got some more tissue. I don't know if I want tissue. Let's go with this, again, piece of refill. Just seal it all in. Let's pick up a little bit on the edge there, just like that. See, that's pretty fun. I like that. And then peel this up. I'm actually going to put that back down because I can really see I've not pushed it down in a lot of places. Okay, let's try it again. That's better. That's a lot better. Fun. Okay, I think with some maybe some more red marks or some green marks, That could look really good. Let's try and make a bit of green. I think I want to leave this for just a second though, because I really love that purple on there and I want it to not blend in with the next colours that I add. Do I want to go with the teal colour again? Maybe that could look good. My coffee is certainly getting cold. That, or maybe just the straight red would look really good with it. Oh, there's so many good options. But I do want to just like leave this to sit, because I don't know very much about jolly print making, but I do think that people can create beautiful textures when they just leave it to dry properly. Let's actually maybe grab out my tissue. I've got this huge big sheet of like tissue paper, like multiple sheets of big tissue paper. Let's just maybe put it on here. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're experimenting, we're playing, having fun. I just think that tissue paper, you know, like when you tear off just little bits of tissue, it could look really pretty to have these little flecks of paint on it to stick down into other projects. I'm probably just going to tear this, trying to pull it up, but we'll see what comes up. Bits of it's coming up and it's not really tearing my paper, so that's good. So that's quite interesting. I'm gonna actually just cut that out, because otherwise I'm just going to be trying to handle this huge piece and it's a bit large to handle easily, I think. Honestly, even this size is quite hard. Oh, see, I'm just ripping it. It's fine because it's all getting torn up anyway. Peel that up. That's fine. Okay, tucking it up there. Right, let's see if we pop this. What colour is this? Bright aqua green, or aqua. I hear people say it both ways. I probably would normally say aqua, so I'm not really sure why the aqua came out of my mouth, but whatevs. Let's roll this on. I hope that with my brayering it's not like shaking you guys too much. I bet it is though. I bet this video is going to look terrible because it'll just be rattling you around everywhere. But, you know, so long as we get some really beautiful pieces in the end, it doesn't matter. It will matter to you guys, but less matter to me. Let's see what it looks like on our recipe book page again. And then we'll just jump in and do like that little corner with that tealy colour. That's pretty. I need a few more of something littles. Should I just tear off a few more of these little bits? Actually, I've got this piece here too, which has got some creme de menthe pie, old-fashioned roly-poly and steamed pudding. Like we could just go ahead and stick that on the side there and just whatever we pull up will be great. That's just more interest, you know? It's another great start with that purpley, pinky teal colour and teal colour. I think we're going in with the red again. Let's go in with this bright red. Oh, she's thick. This red is very Christmas though, isn't it? It gives Christmas. Oh, we've gone quiet. Sorry, guys. Got to think about what I should talk to you about next. What else do I have going on? Going camping this weekend, hopefully. Hopefully, but the weather is not looking beautiful. It's looking pretty grim and raining the whole time. So I'm not sure if we'll bother going if it's supposed to rain the whole time. Let's take this piece. I'm thinking I just need to grab something else on here because it's a bit bleh. I mean, it's not blur, it just needs something else to keep adding. So we're getting very brown. I think something needs to be done to lift this. I think it's probably because I jumped in and used that teal and the red probably too quickly together and we're making mud. We're getting a little muddy. What do I want to have mud put onto? This looks like it. I like it, but we're just going to put the little bit of it down here and see what we get out of that. Just a little bit of the red mud at the bottom. Let's do the same with this piece. We've just got a little strip at the bottom with nothing going on, so just throw that on there and see what comes up. I really love seeing colours overlapping like that. Here we go. This one's very nothing. Let's again just put it on like that. Pull it up. I should have done it that end. Let's just grab that little end part there. I can see some of the text coming off onto there actually. Let's try this again and see if we get any of that text. Yeah, we have. Look, I don't know if you can tell, but there is some text coming up from the jelly plate now. So that's fun. Let's put this little goldy piece of tissue paper on and see if we can pull any more up from that. Oh, it definitely is pulling up a lot. Not of text, but of just colour, which is fun. Very fun. Look at that. That's such pretty colour now. Okay, I think we need to do some like funky stenciling parts now, I reckon. Let's put some of this hot pink on. This is my nice cheap hot pink. Kmart. Big pack for nearly nothing. Oh, is that clogged up? No. Just not coming down yet. Oh, that was a bit. Okay. Let's roll it on. There we go. And now we want to add some stencil or something. I've got a bunch of stencils in my little pouch up here. What do I want to use though? Which one? Which one? This one could be fun. Let's try this one. I'll just plop that on there. And then this one here is also quite fun, so let's just plop that on like that, I guess. I'm just going to use that little dinky piece, pull that up. I love that so much. Okay, let's throw this part on here like this. Move these things out of the way a little bit. There we go. This really, I think, brings the jelly plate to life when I use the stencils. I don't know. It just starts bringing all of this extra interest and texture in, which I really love. Let's go with this piece here. I've already kind of gone over this, so I don't know that I'll get much out of it, but I'll really push it in and see what I can do. Oh, it definitely pulled up some more interesting patterns, so that's cool. Let's use this part as well and pop that on there. I'm just going to try and push it down on this end and get what I can get from there. Look at the layers. We're getting more layers. I love it. Okay. I wanted to use this part too, so I'm actually going to peel these up now. And then I've got this. This was that cute brayer off sheet, and I'm just going to put that straight down on here. And let's see what this looks like. This could be fun, or it could be nothing. Oh, it's fun. Look at that. Look at that beautiful texture we've got happening there. I love that. That's ice cold now. Not ice cold, that's obviously being dramatic. But it's cold. Okay, I'm just going to use this paper here to pick up some of that extra paint at the end there. There we go. And it's got a little bit of that stencil-y texture. I love that. Let's go ahead down this end too. And just see what we can pick up down here. Just adding more layers and depth, and I don't know, it's really fun. Look, let's use this piece of tissue paper that we've got here and just see if we can grab any more off of here. Well, let's see. Not heaps. Didn't get a lot off of that, but there is some. There is some. It definitely adds something. Okay, what colour do I want to add now? I kind of want to add, do I have any neon green? I think I do somewhere, but I don't know if I want to dig through everything. I would like green. I really want green, and I haven't got a green. So I'm going to have to mix and try and make a green. So we're going to go with these and see if we can kind of create something of a green. Wish me luck, because I don't know how to do this at all. And I'm doing it straight on my jelly plate. It could end up looking very blue and yellow, which is very not Christmas. I actually would like to go harder on the yellow than the blue. I think I probably put way too much blue. Now, do I want to just get a brush and sort of, let's just sort of see, yeah, that's quite not the green that I was looking for. I want more yellow than that. Oh, not that much yellow. Okay, that's way more than I was anticipating. We're going to just create this yellow and scrape a bunch of it off because, hello, that's too much of everything. So we're just going to scrape that up and we can come back in and use that at another point. Let's just plonk that down there for now. This is getting closer to the green that I was after. Closer, but still not quite there. I like a really yellow green like this. Maybe I should have just used that. I don't know. Okay, so we've got our green layer pretty even, like not perfect, but we're getting somewhere. Now, what do I want to do here? I'm going to go with stencils again because they are so fun. I've got this kind of abnormal polka dot thing that can go on there. What else am I pulling out? What else is calling to me? What else do I have? Got this kind of really funky looking thing too, so let's plop that down. Where do I want to add this? I want to add it to these ones that are, no, not that one. Let's try this one. Let's just add a bit of it onto here. Let's just go like this. See what we get. Ooh, I love that. That's really interesting. That's fun. What else do I have that I want to put onto? Okay, let's go with this. Let's put some of the green onto this kind of muddied looking one. We'll see if this makes it look much worse or any better. Probably, I love the idea of it, but I think the colours are still just a bit muddy for my taste. Let's try this one, which is not so muddy. You might have already kind of picked up all of the colour. Actually, let's say we've picked up the colour and we're gonna remove our stencil now and then just see what we get from there. Probably an awful lot more green than I was expecting, but that's fine. None of these are precious. All of these are experiments. Yeah, that kind of muddied that one up a lot, I think. But it's still fun. It's still interesting. We've still got some fun texture to work with there. We'll get that little piece of paper off. We're going to jump back in with this. We're going to keep going with this colour because we've made so much of it. And then maybe even, I don't know. I don't know. We're just going to use this up because I'm not wasting this paint. If I've got it, let's use it. It's going to be fun. Right, I might just go ahead and pull out another plain piece that we've not touched yet. And add this as a background layer. So what have I got nearby? What are you? Not you. Add more of those book pages. Let's pull out some more of these. 1, 2. Just throw these down. Whatever we pull up will be great. See, that's pretty funky. We've got a nice bright green happening there. There's a little bit of stencil texture from before in the background, but it's very subtle. I don't think you'd probably be able to see it, but it is there, subtly there. I guess we're going to keep going with it because it's here and there's so much of it. Let's just smear some of that off and then I'll put it back in my water. Okay. Alrighty. It's not very even looking. It's looking mighty patchy, but I'm not making more of that. Oh, same colour again. Okay, what do I want to do with that? Let's add more interesting stencil. Because I do love my stencils. Oh, I want to move that over a bit to there. And then I did like that dot, but where have I put that stencil now? Here. Just like that. Oh, get your hands off it. I don't want it on my hands. It's not going to give me any interest. Let's put that on there. Let's see what we create from this. Is that interesting? Yeah, that's really fun. I love that. That looks super cool on there. Okay. Let's throw this part here onto this, because this definitely needs some interest to boost that side up. Yeah, that's looking cool. How cool is that little foddery piece? Enjoying that. Right, let's pull that up and that up. Then we can grab something else. Did I have any, like, just tealy coloured pieces? I don't seem to. What about you, though? This could add, we could add some interest on there. Let's just see. I'm not doing it over the whole thing. I'm just doing it over part of it, and we'll see what we get. Quite interesting down here. That's looking good. Okay. Should we add some? Oh, this is a risk. Let's do it though, because nothing's precious. Alrighty. Oh, it's a bit muddy. It's not. It's a bit muddy, but it's alright. I've got some. Like I've got this pharmacy bag here. I kind of want to cover this in paint and then see what comes out of it. I kind of want to try this like neon. This is a neon red. But I think before I do that, I'm gonna just do that. Get a little bit more color on there. Let's throw this one on here as well. We're just gonna pull up as much as we can off of this thing so that it's not. Oh, that looks really cool. I love that green on there. I think that's really added something. It's added something. All right, let's go with the neon red. This color is, again, it's a bit orange, which is not a color I think of with Christmas. But again, anything can be Christmas if you mix it with the right stuff. This is turning to mud because I am not mixing it with the right stuff. I'm mixing it with green. So we are getting mud. We're getting straight mud. That's fine. We're still going ahead and putting our bag right in it and rolling it off. You can see it's kind of orangey mud. It's okay though, because we can make it. I'm sure we can make it work. Actually, that looks bad because it's not thick enough and it has not covered up any of that pattern. I kind of want to cover that a lot more. So let's throw this bit down there. What about... No, I like that one too much. I'm getting precious. Let's put you on there and see what comes of this. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I like this. This is reading fine for me. Peel it up. Let's see what happens if I put this one on here. Okay, pretty subtle, but there's a little bit more texture on there. And then, oh, I've got this green piece with nothing on it. Let's just, this might not read well together. It's okay. It's not Christmassy, but we can add more and get there. I'm sure we can get there. And then, I don't know, get that last bit off on there. It's fine. I like that actually. It's fine. Okay, now what colour was I going to do now? I've totally lost the plot of what I was intending to go for next. I wanted something heavy. That's right, a nice heavy bodied colour. That, for what? Oh, the back. Oh my gosh, absolutely lost my marbles then. I'm kind of wondering if I want to try this gold, this yellow ochre. It's kind of a goldy colour. So let's just try this out. If it's not great, doesn't matter. As you can see, I'm not going over my whole plate at this point. I'm just sort of getting a section of it coated because I just need to get this bag on here, I think. I'm hoping that this will be a bit heavier bodied and might cover a bit more. It doesn't. Well, it does, but still not great. But we're getting a bit more coverage. We'll just keep adding layers and we'll get there, I'm sure. Let's go in and just like do this. Scratch some of that paint off, and then we're just gonna, I'm actually really happy with how that's looking, so I'm just gonna put that over there. That's kind of fun. Now what do I want to put on that? Maybe, do you want more mud? No. Yeah, that's gonna get more mud. I'm not in love with it because of the fact that it's turned out a bit muddy, but that means I'm not precious about it. And maybe it'll get better. I think it's actually better. It's less Christmas, but it's more interesting. So that's something. Let's try this piece here on there. It's pretty funky. Look, that's kind of interesting. I think if we add a bit of red and white or something, or some pink, I think that'll look good. Let's go back in with this. This is not heavy body. This is thin. This paint is cheap and thin. A little bit more. Maybe I'm actually going to add a little bit of the white in with this because that will heavy body it out just a touch. We don't need much. Just, okay, maybe that was a little bit much, but that's fine. We'll see what this, oh, and we didn't clean off the brayer, so it's brown. It's just going to brown because that pink is subtle compared to the brown, so we're getting a very brown looking color, and there's way too much paint on my jelly plate, so that is a weird salmony beige, which I'm not in love with overly. Let's just do that then. Pull up as much of that as we can and we'll bray it off on the back. I mean, it could be fine. I might surprise myself and add a lot of pink and red on top of that and be like, love it. So let's hope for that. I think there's potential in there. I think there's potential. And we're going to grab another one of these pink pieces of paper and lift up a bit more because we've got heaps on this jelly plate. Good grief. We can work with this. We can work with anything. We're just playing, so it doesn't matter. Let's just use this bag because it's just going to add a bit more layer to try and cover up that fern. What do I want to do? I kind of honestly want to just, I need a wet wipe for that, I think. I just kind of want to wipe it and sort of start fresh a tiny bit because it's just, we're very brown now, aren't we? We're getting very murky, and I would just sort of like a bit more of a fresh start underneath to get a bit crisper colours. Guys, how long have I been filming for? Whenever I've made videos where I'm jelly plate making, we can get a bit long in the tooth. An hour. Wow, how did that disappear like that? I don't know. I'm not even done. I don't feel done remotely. So it's just going to be a long one. I don't know if I'm going to split this in 2 parts. Who could say? Let's just see what we've made so far. So far we've got this. It's fine. This bag, it's not fine. This bag, not a bag. This paper, it's got potential. This is fun. I think this one's probably done. So let's put the stuff that's done in a pile. This is done. This little doodad is done. I think probably this guy's done. It's looking pretty good. I was pretty happy with how this one turned out. They can be the done ones, or done enough that we're good with it. This I might add something more to. I do really love it. I don't know. It wouldn't be much. It'd be just a small section, I think. So that one's still going. These ones are still in progress, I think, because they just don't feel done. This one's a new one that we're going to do. This one here is, that one might be done. Let's put that one in the done pile. I feel like that's just got the good pink and red Christmas colours. This one I think is done. It's just tissue paper. It can't hold up to a lot, I don't think. What have I got here? This one's barely started. Have I got more? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. We've got this one. I knew I'd done a telly one somewhere. We have this beautiful piece. This one, not done. Not done. I don't think that one's quite done. I think that one's still got more to do. This one, I think, is close to being done. This one is done. We're going to call that one done. This one here, I think we might be calling that one done. Alright, so I've still got a few bits here that I want to work on, that I want to finish off. This, I think I want white on it. I think this one, I want some stenciled white. So let's do that. Let's get out the white. I'm hoping that the white might be able to just sort of push back anything that I'm not in love with on other pieces. You know, I'm not in love with any of this. This is beautiful, but I think that a little bit of white on there might just give the eye a resting point. Do I want it to be stenciled white or just straight white though? I kind of want the dots one again. I don't know. Where did my dots stencil run off to? I don't know. This desk is now totally covered and oh, I can see it there. It's totally covered, so it's very hard for me to see anything that I'm doing. Let's go ahead and put that down there like that. I think I'm going to love it. And then we're going to add maybe this guy again up top like that. And I want to just add, I don't want very much. I just kind of want to add like a little section of the white dots somewhere, and it's going here. It's done next to nothing, but we're calling that one done. It's fine. What else could really use some white on it? This, I think, could use some white on it. So we're going to just plonk that in there and just sort of see what gets pulled up. I'm not being very... See, look at that. Doesn't that look good? I like it. I like that. That looks really fun. It might need something else, but it's much better than it was. It's looking heaps better. Let's put this on and just see what we get pulled up here. That's pretty funky. I think this one just needs a little bit of pink on it and then it's good. Muddy mixture. Let's pull these off and see if we can just... This is the exact same two stencils has already been put on here. We're just going to put that on just to that point, I think. And now let's see if that's doing anything. It's still not great. I'm still not feeling that one. This one here, I think we said was close. I think I'm just going to... I think honestly it needs next to... And what I'm doing here is ridiculous because I feel like I'm trying to make these finished pieces and I don't need to be. But that one's going to be done. I'm knocking things over. What else do I have here? This is just going to pick up whatever is left there that I can get. Cool. It's obviously going to use some more colour, but we've got a base started, so that's something. This really funky piece here is just, I'm going to use it and I'm going to see what gets pulled up. It's not much that got pulled up, but it does add a real interest to it. So let's just see if we can go again and see if we get any more. A little. I feel like that's pretty funky. It's just added a little bit more texture. I think that one could be done. Doesn't need a lot, but it feels done. Okay, we need to add some more paint on here, I think, now. I'm gonna go with this. Why? I don't know. Does this acrylic ink work? Don't know. Don't know, but we're doing it. Is this made for the jelly plate? Don't know. Nope, it looks like it's all separating out and going kind of weird, but that's all right. We'll just see what we pick up from this. Maybe something cool, maybe not. Let's go with this weird piece, because I'm not stuck with it. I'm not in love with it. Yeah, that pulled up nothing. Do we have a shimmer? We've got a slight shimmer. So slight. Okay, I think I'm going to add in this hot pink again now, because I think we're at a point that if the white and the pink mixes, that was kind of what I was trying to do before anyway. I think I may even add just a touch of more white on. Ooh, a touch more. That was quite a lot. And mix it together, and we're going to get like a nice light pink. Once again, way too hard on how much paint, and it's super thick. Way thicker than it's supposed to be. We're just going to plump that down there. Brayer that off on the back there. It's our first layer. It's looking cute. Okay, from here let's try this. I have an old onion bag. I think I might need to cut it. That's not going to cut nicely. Let's see if I can. Oh, here we go. This is an old bag from onions, and I just saw it in my recycling bin, well, in my trash can. I don't know where it was, but I saved it from the trash because I was like, this is kind of an interesting texture, and I think that I would love to try this on my jelly plates, leaving little strings everywhere. But if we just sort of place it down, let's just sort of place it and push it with the paper and see what we get out of that. Maybe something, maybe nothing. Oh, it's quite interesting. Oh, I like that. Let's move it up a little bit and go this way. What have we got there? Oh, see, look, that's quite interesting that's coming through there. That's an interesting pattern. I like it. So we're done with that for now. Let's pull this again onto something. What about this? Just a part of it anyway. See that texture? Okay, I think this one's going in the done pile. This is this green and yellow one here. This could look muddy, or it could look real cool. I think this is the last one we're going to do together, guys. Let's see how it peels up. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, we can't end it there. I'm not ending it on a, it's okay kind of vibe. I want to end it on a, yay, this one looked so good kind of a vibe. I'm just going to brayer this off again because it's still thick in some areas and I want to thin that down a little bit. Now, what last colour? I think we've got to go red again. I think some of these things really need a strong pop of red to give it a Christmas hit. Oh, I hiccuped and said hit at the same time. Okay, let's try this and see if we can get... Oh no, I think I'm getting paint on myself. I've just noticed this little chunk of paint on my arm. Let's wipe that off. I'm probably getting paint all over my clothes and I'm not going to love that because I don't really want... Oh, yep, I've got paint everywhere. Brilliant, Lydia, brilliant. You didn't bother changing and that was a mistake. I love this stencil. Let's pop that one on and let's pop that one on there. This one needs some red. Where am I getting this from? It's more paint on my arm in the same spot. I'm guessing it's on my shirt, like a lump of paint somewhere that keeps rubbing off onto my arm. Oh, where is it? It's on, yeah, it's on my shirt. Lame. Oh well, at least it's red and it kind of actually blends in with the red on my shirt already. There we go. There's a bit of Christmas. That's interesting. Okay, I think we're going to keep working on that one, but it's getting close to done. Let's use this pink and white. It's still quite wet actually, this one, but we're just going to jump in and go for it because I think it will look really good with the red. Let's really try and smear that down like that. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, that one's done. That one's brilliant. I love it. Then we might try this one. Going across like this and see what we can pull out of there. If there's much left. Oh, I love that now. That looks so good. That one's done too. Okay, guys. Looks like we are going to end on kind of a high note. I wonder if I can. I wonder if I peel that up. Let's try this paper bag. Look at me do this and watch me be like, oh, now it's not a high note and we've got to try again. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Put my paper bag on. Am I going to love it? Am I going to love it? Oh, it's very warped, but I kind of like it. I mean, it's way better than it was. I feel like I could easily use that in a Christmas journal now and not be like pharmacy. So I love that. I'm going to just put this on the back and peel up whatever we've got happening. Look at this. This is so sticky. Here we go. What have we got on the back now? Pretty. I like it. I am leaving it on a high note, guys. Look at that. That is so fun. Thank you so much for watching this very lengthy video of me just playing. I hope that you enjoyed this. I certainly am. And I'm going to potentially keep going and do a few more and just try and finish off those other ones anyway. And I hope you enjoyed seeing me play around and make some Christmas collage fodder. Let me know if you guys are making any Christmas collage fodder. I would love to see what you guys make. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again. Bye.